Way FM, this is The Wally Show. We have Rachel Cruze with us today. She is the daughter of Dave Ramsey, a financial guru guy, and they have written a book together, Smart Money, Smart Kids. Okay, so you guys are actually going after the problem of finance in America almost at the source, and trying to teach kids about money from a young age. Is that the whole premise of this book?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for years, people would always tell me, Rachel, I wish I had known this when I was younger. If only my parents had taught me how to handle money, my whole life would look different. So that was our big thing with this. Man, look at Dad, how, in his radio show and everything, and he's kind of like the emergency surgeon. But this book and my message is the preventative medicine.
Right.
So teach your kids before they make devastating mistakes with their money.
What's one of the biggest mistakes that you think kids make with their money now? Like, I know college kids are crazy in debt and things like that. So what's a big trouble area for kids?
I would say when it comes to like the home life, if you will, it's probably just the idea of working. I mean, I talk to a lot of parents who just hand their kids money in a quote-unquote allowance. And so what we teach in the book is to give your kids a commission, not an allowance. And that's what we were on as Ramsey kids.
Right.
To associate work and money, because there's a whole generation rising up, that there's a little bit of entitlement, there's like discontentment. I mean, there's all of these emotions wrapped up in themselves. And you realize, wow, but it all stems down to you haven't even had the gratification of completing a job well done. I mean, you've never had to work in your life. So, I mean, I think a lot of it stems back to this idea of working.
So you had to work as a kid then?
Yes.
Okay, because a lot of people, when you have someone that's ultra rich, you think, oh, their kids just get handed stuff to them. But some of the best rich parents are the ones that don't leave their kids anything.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen?
No.
Okay.
Well, see, some people say that, but see, our whole discussion with like the legacy of our family is like, Dad's like, I feel like God's given us this to steward as a family and like to pass on that legacy. So yeah, Bill Gates, I think that he's one guy, that's just giving, going to give all of his money away and not give it to his kids. And I'm like, that's kind of a shame because you could within the family do so many amazing things, but instead of you're just writing checks all over the place upon your death. So all that to say, yeah, so that's the point really with this book is to give your kids this foundation, the spiritual, mature backbone to carry on a legacy that you're going to pass to them.
There was a quote from the movie The Descendants, which I love. It says, give your kids enough money to do something, but not too much to do nothing.
Yes.
And I thought, man, that is so wise because, if my daughter wanted to start a business, I would like to help her do that. If I was in that place, I want her to do better than I've done.
Sure.
Which won't be hard. I think she might already be doing better than I've done. And she's 15. But I also want her to struggle a little because I did. I had to work for everything from when I was a kid. But there's a balance because I missed out on fun. Like college was not fun for me. Was college fun for you?
Yeah, it was. But I think parents get wrapped up in this idea of I want my kids to have this college experience. And the college experience is like sitting in the dorm room playing video games and talking about, The Walking Dead or whatever the TV show is.
Honestly, you just described my adult life.
Okay. So I think, parents miss this idea of like, yeah, your kids can work. And even when they're younger, teach them to work. Teach them to give some of that money that they've worked for.
That's another really good thing that you guys talk about in the book, which we're talking to Rachel Cruze. She's Dave Ramsey's daughter in their book, Smart Money, Smart Kids. And what is important about that is you don't talk about just being good with money. You talk about having a work ethic, but then also being generous. Because I think biblically, if we're generous, there's something in it for us. Maybe not financially, one-to-one type, get back ratio, but I think it changes us inside.
Oh, it does. Well, when you look, Genesis says we're made in the image of God. And God is the biggest giver of us all. I mean, he gave us Jesus. So it's like we were created to be givers. And so when your little 6-year-old cleans up their room, and feeds the dog and matches socks in the laundry throughout the week, and you give them $3 and they take one of those dollar bills and put it in the offering plate at church, I mean, their little hearts change over time. I mean, that becomes and so I believe you're just acting out spiritually what God has designed us to do.
Now, all of this time that we've been talking has been leading up to this one moment, okay? This
I'm
one
so
moment,
nervous.
And you should be. So this one moment here, has your dad, Dave Ramsey, ever been less than thrilled with a decision that you have made financially in your life?
Yes.
Really? Oh, this is delicious.
Sure.
No,
I'm
go.
not perfect with money.
Well, you would think you'd have to be.
Oh, no, well, yeah.
Really?
I had a checking account when I was 15. Dad put us on checking accounts. I bounced 3 checks my first month of having that account.
Really?
Yeah, so no, not perfect.
That is awesome. Yeah. Did it sound anything like this?
I can't breathe. This is ridiculous. Unbelievable.
Like when you told him, or maybe like this.
So what you believe about anything, nobody cares.
Dave went on a good rant the other day, and so we have a few clips of that.
So funny. No.
You have no right to complain that you're broke because you're stupid.
I could just so did he tough love you as a kid like he does like the people that listen to his show?
Sometimes, yeah, but there was a lot of grace involved. Yeah. I mean, no, that's so funny though.
And I don't want to paint Dave in a bad light, A, because he'll sue me, and B, because he does extend grace to people when he talks to them too, and he's very kind to them.
Did you people get out of the 6th grade?
Oh wait, that's not an example of that. Hold on, I'll get to one where he does something nice. Hang on.
Well, you have no idea what the average American is. You're half of average. How's that for insulting?
Okay, well, you know what? There's grace in other parts that I just don't happen to have here, but
that's
I love
good radio,
Dave.
though.
Yes.
That's good radio. Because a lot of those people are like, oh, Dave, I have $16 in my bank account, but I want to go buy a $50,000 car.
Exactly.
And he's like, no, that's not good math. Did you pass it? So...
Sometimes you need to shake people too.
You
can't always just be sweet. It's like reasoning with a 2-year-old. That doesn't work.
Right.
Sometimes little, there you go, and we're good.
So with this book, we're raising up a generation who will understand to avoid
That's
debts.
right. And then won't ever need this.
I can't breathe. This is ridiculous. Unbelievable.
I wonder if your dad and I would get along.
I bet y'all would.
Because he's a radio guy for years, and so am I.
So y'all would appreciate,
I think that we would connect
sure.
on that place for sure.
Yes.
And neither one of us has a tolerance for idiocy.
Yes.
And so I unless he views me as an idiot,
then
then we have a problem. Here's what I want to do, okay? Because you're a financial gal, you've grown up with that all your life. You're educated, and this is what you've dedicated your life to. So, what I want to do is, for a chance for you to plug your book and your event one more time, I want you to tell me whether these are good or bad investments, okay? If they are, like if you get 2 out of 3 of these right, because there is a right or wrong answer. If you get 2 out of 3 of these right, you can plug your book again, okay? Rachel Cruze. Here we go.
Fact or opinion?
Little both.
We'll see.
All right, yeah, we're going to wing it. Okay, so is this a good or bad investment? Which is the better investment? Jetpack technology or buying the rights to Back to the Future?
I have to make one or the other?
Yep, which is the better investment?
Jetpack technology or rights to Back to the Future?
That movie franchise.
I like movies, so I would just say Back to the Future.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Good.
Yes, because jetpacks are so expensive.
Yes.
And if you get the rights to Back to the Future, you'll have all the outtakes and you will find out how they made that hoverboard work. That's the way of the future.
Everything we want to know.
Exactly. Perfect. Somewhere in that movie is the secret to the hoverboard that we don't know. And then you can imagine how much money you're going to make.
Yeah, you don't need a jetpack. You just need that.
You could use all those hoverboards to take all the money that Dave Ramsey makes and take it to the bank. Like, how awesome would that be, huh? All right, here we go. She just got uncomfortable.
No.
I love that.
Always do, Wally. Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. Which is the better investment? A 401k with a company match or a blockbuster franchise?
Let's go with 401k company match.
Oh, no. No, that seemed like the right answer.
Blockbuster. There aren't any, though, right, Wally?
Well, no, their stock price is 0.013, which you might think is a bad thing, but the good part of that is now everyone can afford it, even children with a paper route.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to make a comeback here. All right, so we got Rachel Cruze here and her last chance to win a plug for her new book with her dad, Dave Ramsey. All right, which is the better investment? Dave Ramsey or Rachel Ramsey Cruze?
Ooh, Rachel.
Better investment.
Well, I was going to say Rachel Cruze, of course.
Right.
But then I'm scared you're going to say no. Wrong answer.
Tough call.
I'm going to be confident. Yes, Rachel Cruze.
Ding, 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 ding. You did it. A, you get points for being extremely arrogant and usurping your father, which I respect. But B, he's older than you. He's already told you all his secrets, and he's not going to be here forever.
That's
so
right.
You are the better bet.
Because I will live forever. Thank you.
You have
significantly younger than him. So
exactly. See, I'm going with the young gun.
Good.
This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Brilliant. Brilliant, Wally.
I am impressed with you, and that has earned you the right to promote your book one more time.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, go get Smart Money, Smart Kids. If you are a parent, if you are wondering how to teach your kids how to handle money, go pick up this book. It has every tool you need and some family Ramsey secrets as well.
No way, really?
Stories and stuff. Yeah,
Awesome.
we haven't told before.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to have to thumb through this even more. Well, thank you, Rachel, for being on the show. You are always a delight.
Thank you, Wally. I appreciate it.
And if you can do a little favor for me, get me the invite to the big house to have dinner with Dave, I would appreciate it.
I will do it.
I don't believe her.